It's my 34th day of playing Homeless Simulator. I spawned in today and found out that my sandals were gone. I normally leave them outside my base when I'm offline, and it looks like someone took them. There was another player in the parking lot. Could they have raided my base? That's alright. I'll just access my storage cube inventory slots and equip my Homeless Forest ones. I had more pressing quests to deal with, like getting rid of this oil pan without littering. The only solution that I could think of was to leave this castle map and head to my items storage bank. Lots of games offer a bank for you to store your items, and Homeless Simulator is no different. This is about every item I own, and I'm trying to get rid of a lot of them. All of your donations help make this possible, because this item bank costs 150 gold a month. I put the oil pan near my mobile base cleaning supplies, and also brought in my hockey sticks, my fishing pole, some music stands, and my green screen. Now I should have a lot more room for my character to sleep comfortably. Before the server's winter event forced me to migrate south, I was in the middle of cleaning my bank up a bit. I don't really need these milk jugs anymore, since I found out that the kombucha bottle item and its screw-on cap is much better for holding liquids. So I loaded them all up into my base, made sure to update the month on my calendar, and grabbed this other pair of sandals to replace my missing ones. I headed out from the item bank and pulled up to the milk store. Apparently, they'll give you 2 pieces of gold for each bottle you bring them. The milk store was next to a Home Depot merchant, so I walked over to borrow one of their cart mounts, brought it back to my base, filled it with milk jugs, and wheeled on over to the milk store to make a little gold. After trading in the milk jugs, I returned to the item bank for further organization, took out one of my batteries to have power inside the bank, and texted a few friends to see if anyone had some extra plywood. I had a bunch of tools lying in my bed, so I organized them all on this shelf, then moved the pillows and sheets, leaving the bed empty, when, conveniently enough, a friend messaged me that he was on his way with some plywood. He arrived to drop the plywood off at my bank. You see, I want to lay some plywood down on my bed so that I can put a ladder on it to access the bank's upper compartments. I was measuring the length of my bed when... I suppose that's another good reason to get a cheap, older base. I moved the plywood outside where it would be safer, and dug through my items to get to these squat rack safety bars from the game's prequel. I set them up outside, adjusted their height, somehow maneuvered the plywood on top of them, grabbed a marker, measured out my cut, drew a line, grabbed my saw, plugged it into an extension cord, plugged the extension cord into my base's giant battery, and verified that the saw was still working. Then, it was time to put on my blue light glasses for eye protection and begin the cutting process.
Start!
A few moments later.
Finish!
It wasn't an S-tier cut, but it'll do the job. I grabbed the ladder and set it up on top of the plywood, unlocking a higher part of the map. I used some of the new real estate to put up some old posters and cleaned up the items from the plywood cutting quest, which left me with a low stamina bar. One of the positives of Homeless Simulator is that you can take naps pretty much whenever you want, so that's what I decided to do. Already thinking about the future construction quest that I'll be working on during Day 34's second half.